You know it's all about the power. And cold, baby. You know it's all about the power.
Boom! It's Wednesday. You know what that means. It is Jams. Boom, boom, room. Coming to you live every Wednesday with the hottest fantasy football predictions in the league. Right now, I am sitting at 9-3. Yes, Sean, I know if I would have picked you the last couple weeks, I would be at 11-1. My apologies. It doesn't matter. We're going to get rolling. We're going to get some picks in. We got a great show. I've got some quotes from the Big D, Darren himself, about his team that we're going to focus on later. But let's get to the games because I know Ed likes it short and sweet. So here we go. Game number one. God's favorite champion versus my man, Big A, the Booty. And we got, man, 148 is what I predicted. Austin, you're predicted at 152. I am 0-2. You're 1-1. Well, guess what, Big A? As much as I hate to say it, I pick up my first win this week. And I think it starts with the MVP of the first two games, Derek Carr, going to Miami, going to propel me to my very first victory. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The last 2 weeks, we have seen my man Hardware in the game of the week. Not this week. Because Hardware, you're going up against the 0-2 Tsunami. Right now, it's 168, 171 in favor of Tsunami. Let me just tell you, Josh Allen really hasn't looked that good. He's looked mortal. I mean, last year, dude was a freak. This year, he's a mortal. Barkley, the curse is still there. Man, I mean, it's just like the Barkley of old. And so, before I even make a pick, I really think that we need to have prayer for Tsunami. I'm a little worried about his psyche. I'm a little worried about his self-esteem right now. So if we could, let's take a minute for prayer. Oh, dear gods of the fantasy world, we come to you on behalf of Tsunami. And we understand depression is real, anxiety is real, trauma is running real. It's going rampant all over Team Tsunami. So we ask the fantasy football gods to please lift the curse. Take the curse off Tsunami. The 0-2 Tsunami we're not used to. We're used to the braggadocious. We're used to the cocky. We're used to the arrogant Tsunami who's always on top. Being on the bottom at 0-2 fantasy football gods, we don't know if we can handle this. We're not sure if our brother in fantasy football can handle this. So we come to you and we ask you, take the curse off. Amen. Even with all that prayer, I hate to say it, Tsunami, you starting at 0-3. I know you don't know what to do about this. I know it's a hard blow to your psyche. I know it's a hard blow to your self-esteem. I mean, I think even next week, I think you got the freak show, so you could really be starting out 0-4. Oh my gosh, whatever will we do? I don't know. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to laugh about it. That's exactly what we're going to do. I got Team Hardware going 3-0 starting in this game. I got Tsunami dropping to 0-3, and that's the bottom line. And then we're going to go to Joe's guys versus the Bolts. Now, Rob, I understand. You haven't been liking my picks lately. I get it. But today's your day, my man. Today is your lucky day because guess what? I'm not going to pick you again. I got the Fields era beginning. I think he's going to be the man. I think Fields is going to be what propels Joe to another win this week. I got Joe's guys coming out of the basement, and I got Rob. Unbelievable. Rob, the last 2 years you've had more number one picks than Duke has had number one stars drafted. It's unbelievable. Duke can't win with them, and you're not going to win with your picks either. So I got Joe's guys knocking that out. And then we got my man, the Slim Reaper, my sleeper of this thing. And man, dude, he's 0-2. It's blowing my mind because I really thought this was going to be the guy. And he's going up against my man, Big D, Bucko Bruce. And man, I really think My man Bucko, I think TV12 is riding high. I got you for your third straight win. Let me give you a quote from my man Darren. He sent me a text. I said, hey, let's do an interview. Let's do a video. He was too busy partying with Gronk and Tom Brady and Mike Evans and all those guys. And we know how Darren really likes to drink milk and he's really chill, but he was partying a little too much. But he wanted to send a couple quotes. He said it this: it's funny how the teams that are the lower tier teams are supposed to trade their best players for depth to make someone else's team a contender. I'm not trading Cup for 2 third-rounders and a number 38 ranked wide receiver. We're building something special here at One Bucko Bruce Place. And then he said it's a work in progress, but I'll start 2-0 and beating the brakes off Rob any day. Just sit back and watch the magic of Bucko Bruce begin. And because of that magic, I am picking my man Big D to start out his season, which many thought would not happen, at 3-0. Unbelievable. And then we got the Archangels versus King John. Look, Archangels, King John's just running. He's just running rampant. His running backs are just too strong. McCaffrey gets the ball 900 times a game. So with that being said, King John, you go to 3-0. Archangels, you go to 1-2. And then our game of the week, 2 undefeated teams. Ed, you've waited this long. Don't cut it off yet. The Toy Soldiers versus the Freak Show. 170 for Ed. 176 for the Freak Show. Ed, I want to pick you so bad, but I just can't do it. I just can't. I love you, Ed. You're one of my favorite guys. I think the world of you. You can shoot the hoop. You're bad to the bone. But the Freak Show is just too well-rounded, and the Freak Show comes out with that win, going 3-0. And I'm telling you what, the Freak Show and daggone King John are looking for a clash of the champions down the road, and what a battle it will be. I cannot wait to see it happen. But that is your picks for the week. That is your prayer for Tsunami. Tsunami, get well. Here's a number at the bottom, 1-800 hotline for any depression that you may need. Guys, this has been the Boom Room.